the conventional kuli which we know is strong. So I said, okay, can I add value to this thing by looking for how to make it crisp, and then also produce in a hygienic environment, package and sell. I'm an agro-processor. I'm also the MD CEO of Bakeries and Confectionaries. So presently, we're agro-processors processing groundnut to tasty, crunchy, spicy groundnut cookies. And our brand name is Kulies. But the groundnut cookie we do, so we don't get everybody confused, is locally it's known as Kulies. So those are things I do here. Okay, so all along I think I've had the instinct of being a businessman. That is it, irrespective of the sector. But sometime in 2011, I've done a whole lot of businesses. I've done real estate. I've done photography. In fact, photography is my first love. And then someday I heard my birthday mate, Aliko Dangote. I heard him talk about, he was talking on TV and I said, there's no way one can become a billionaire if you don't get to meet people's daily needs. You know, solve problems, meet people's daily needs. Well, that meeting people's daily needs was it for me. Once you have that, you meet people's daily needs, it was key for me. So at that point, my mindset just changed. So I had to look for, around then, I schooled at FUT Mina, Federal University of Technology Mina. So around then, I had to look for something around which I could add value to. So at that point, that was it for me. I looked at, I was thinking, I kept on thinking and wondering what it is I could do. And then one day I went to a friend's place of Northern Extraction. So in Niger State, kuli and pap is a staple breakfast for them in Niger State. So I went to a friend's place of Northern Extraction, and while I enjoyed the pap, I wasn't enjoying the kuli. It wasn't tasty. It was quite strong. So at that point, it just struck. And I asked myself this question: when last did you eat kuli as an adult? Even as, you know, when last did, how often do people get to eat kuli? Once I answered that question, I also asked myself, why did I stop eating kuli? And I found out that number one concern was hygiene. Our leaders, or even adults, while anybody grows up, you get to watch what you eat. And there are so many stories, gory stories about how kuli is produced. You know, there was time I even heard that some women, they roll it on their lap. You know, I heard so many stories. So people get very, very conscious of what is they eat while they grow. You know, so, and the hygiene, I didn't see any place or anybody who was doing it at the time and who was very conscious about hygiene. If you go to the market, you see, you don't have people carrying it in their wheelbarrows or in trays. You have flies perching on it, and you don't expect people to eat that. You know, so again, the conventional kuli which we know is strong. It's strong. So, and that was even the major reason, even though I loved kuli, that was the major reason why I stopped eating it, because I don't have strong gum. So I said, okay, can I add value to this thing by looking for how to make it crisp, and then also produce in a hygienic environment, package and sell. And I did a little survey before going into it. I asked people questions, to the same question I asked myself. I also asked other people, and most of them to say that's the same reason why I really thought of why people stopped it, or many people don't eat kuli as much as they used to or as they ought to. You know, that's the same reason why they don't eat it. Kuli and peanut itself is a healthy snack, and it is loved by kids. There is no child while growing up, kuli they love. It's quite tasty. But once you start growing up, that hygiene concern is really the thing. So once I answered those two things, for me, I just got to business. by August this year, would have come a long way. We're celebrating 10 years in business, August this year. So present now, what we've done is this: we had to take a break at some point to also go back and spend some time in R&D. So presently now, we now produce our Kulies Cookies. We produce it in different flavors. So we have right here, we have this is strawberry flavored, coconut flavor. You have butterscotch. You have spicy hot. This one's actually very hot. Then you have the banana flavor and butterscotch. We have other flavors too, but we just decided to just go ahead with this. They come in wonderful shapes, very tasty, spicy, and then I think the packaging is just so it looks well, it looks attractive, but the taste of the pudding is in the eating, but one has to get attracted to what they want to eat before they even eat it, which is where this comes in. You get, but the product itself is our concern, and we made sure that this product is very, very nice. So we just have it in this gold pack, which you have here. Looking classy, because it's a premium snack. We're not in the market to compete with anybody. There's nobody who's doing what it is we're doing at the moment. So it comes in wonderful shapes and sizes now. Okay, it's a journey. If you become a businessman, you're on a journey, and there are certain lessons, no matter the business school you go to. When you hit the street, there are certain lessons you get to learn on each business or in each particular sector. So while growing, I set some targets for myself, but most importantly, I want this snack to be accepted by and eaten by everybody. It's a lovely snack. I want this snack to sell everywhere, all over the world. It's not just this. It's a Nigerian snack, but that has export. It has export potentials. It has export potentials, and there's nobody who's eaten this. And there are very few people who have eaten this particular snack, whether it is this or kuli on its own, that won't like kuli. Even as kids, people have taken this now outside the country, and foreigners have eaten it and they love it. So for me, my target is to set this up properly, have a very big factory where all of this will be produced, so I can meet capacity, sell to Nigerians, both here and outside, and to other foreigners too. The Nigerian market is quite big, so first of all, I want to conquer this Nigerian market, conquer the market, and then we'll talk about export. I want to sell to everybody in the world.